after talking to multiple preschools and visiting them, I think we found a perfect preschool for our daughter Yara here in Jakarta, Indonesia.
And in this video, we're going to show you the New Zealand International School. We're going to talk to their staff and see their facilities and see what they have to offer. Stick around till the very end because it might save you countless hours of research. So let's go. Hi, Nabeel. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Tim. Thank you so much for taking the time and showing us around the school. We're super excited to show it to our viewers and hopefully other parents.
Excited to have you here, and we'll show you around. Hey, so this area is our lobby.
Yeah,
and this area is really used as a bit of a multi-function area.
Yeah.
We use it for assemblies. We have workshops here, some training sessions, for some small performances. This area called Kiaka is something that came up during the COVID pandemic.
Okay.
It was a difficult time for everyone.
Yes.
And in Maori language, it means to be strong. So it kind of became our rallying call. Yeah. We also have some other New Zealand kind of symbolism. So we have this kuru on the wall as well, which kind of symbolizes growth. And I thought, what a great way for the school to think of itself as a growing, the children are growing, but also us as adults, we're all learners. So it was founded in 2002, in fact, with the aim of bringing the New Zealand curriculum to Jakarta.
Right.
Yeah, so we've been under new ownership and management since 2018.
Right.
And since then, really, trying to have a great experience for children with the New Zealand curriculum. Give them a very holistic and progressive approach to education. So this area is for our early years children. So we have preschool, kindergarten classes here. Hello, Miss Kate. So we have 2 classrooms on this side for preschool. Sorry, 1 to 3 years old. We have another preschool here from 3 to 4. And then our kindergarten class from 4 to 6 years. Okay, and that's one of the key strands of this curriculum is exploration. The others are communication, contribution, belonging, and well-being.
Right.
So we believe that sets the foundation for learning. So once you've got those 5 in place, that's when they can build the skills, literacy, numeracy, life skills, thinking skills, all of that.
Basically, let them stay a kid for as long as
possible. Absolutely. Yeah, so we start at 1 year old for the youngest at preschool, is 1. And then that goes until 6, so that's our early years.
Yes.
We then transition to the primary school, which is from 6 to 12. After they finish primary school, we go to secondary.
Yeah.
So that's from 12 to 18.
Right.
We go all the way to pre-university.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all in one.
All in one. Yeah.
So you can literally start from the beginning and stay in the school till you go to uni.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe in New Zealand.
So we've built a lot of connections with universities in New Zealand.
Right.
So we're trying to maintain those good relationships with them so that we can facilitate some of our students who are interested to go to New Zealand universities.
Okay.
We're still building pathways for other places as well.
One of the questions that a lot of our parents who are watching these videos, they ask is, what's the student-teacher ratio like? What's that like in New Zealand school?
Yeah, so it varies depending on the age of the children. Right. So at our youngest, it is around a ratio of 1 to 4.
Okay.
Because we want to maintain a good student-to-teacher ratio for safety and just supervision and maintaining that personal interaction as well. And as they get older, that increases a little bit from 1 to 6, then 1 to 8.
Yeah.
And in primary and secondary, it's around 1 to 10. So, for us, it is all about personalized learning.
Right.
It's one of the key things that we're trying to do is understand where every child is in their development, in their learning, their strengths, their areas of improvement.
Right.
And that's something that we're trying to, focus on is that personalized approach.
And I see you've got all these, all kids can play here, or is it more for the secondary kids and high school kids?
All kids can play here. I mean, mostly it's for the primary and secondary, but kindergarten love to come and play in this area as well. Sometimes they have their PE classes out here as well, the preschoolers even, just because it's bigger space for them to run, to do activities. So all kids are welcome to use it. But for the most part, the preschool and the kindy stay in this area, and then the primary and secondary are in this area.
Right. And we've got that divider So they don't bump into each other.
So they don't bump into each other. But we do have a lot of opportunities for them to interact as well. Like when we do New Zealand themed events, for example, Waitangi Day, we had the older children teaching the younger kids the haka, right? And that was really lovely to see. It just brings the community together, makes them feel a bit more of a sense of belonging. So it's a great way to generate this sense of community.
So you must be wondering, how do we come up with these schools? What are the criteria for us choosing any preschools for Yara in any location that we go? So the number one important thing is that obviously they take a short-term enrollment, because we are not staying there for about a year or something like that. So short-term, 2 months, 3 months. The second criteria that we look for in these schools are that they are multicultural and the education is being provided in English, so that Yara can be much more comfortable with everyone else around. And the third criteria that we choose or look into is the facilities, whether they provide extracurricular activities, the outdoor space, because we really value outdoor space and not like a boxed building.
And we have composite classrooms here. So, for example, we have K1 and K2 together. We have grade 1 and grade 2 together. And what that does is it allows the older kids to feel a bit of responsibility, a bit of mentorship, a bit of leadership. They get to kind of model the appropriate behavior. They get to look out for the younger kids. And those younger kids have someone they can look up to as well. And so just across the hall here, we've got our grade 5 and 6 class.
The bigger one.
Yeah, this is a bigger room. Yeah, we'll kind of sneak in very quietly, and I'll show you just the space, because you'll have kind of space here where they'll do some work. You have space in the middle, computers for them to do different things, but all kind of learning at the same time. Doing some work. So this is our kind of mini library space. Kids like to come in here, have some quiet time, doing some reading. Sometimes we've got a computer here, so if they need to do some quiet time to do their work, they can. And then on this side, we have the art room. And out on this side here is our kind of garden space and swimming pool. So in fact, it was our secondary students who were very involved in this garden. They wanted composting, so we set up these compost bins.
All with this, like, a lot of these young kids, they're very conscious about the planet, which is lovely to see. I think when we were growing up, like, we weren't ever told anything about these sort of stuff. Like, again, like, you know, the internet wasn't that big. We still have dial-up internet.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, they've been very active. I mean, just before this garden, they were involved in bringing this to life. They actually started their own campaign on Instagram. These are secondary students, called Sustainability from Student. In swimming classes, especially for the older kids, because it's more poor, but it's good for learning like survival skills. Good for water safety. So they've been doing things like that. The younger kids learning, obviously, their technique, their swimming strokes. So it's been a lot of fun having the swimming pool here.
So the other thing that I've noticed with this school, it runs some seminars and workshops for even parents, updating about curriculums and updating about extracurricular activities and updating them about what is happening in general in the school, which I found really nice and interesting.
Practice Clinic, which is a health clinic in Kamang.
We took Yara, gave her a vaccine there.
Okay, So we work closely with them, and they give us a lot of support. So first aid training, they give us supplies for the sick bay, and give us a lot of help when needed, really. So it's really great having them support school.
Excellent.
So we work with a provider called O Bombay Cafe, and they've done their own special menu for the school, kind of catered to different tastes here. But they can also have other orders from the restaurant as well. So all of their main lunches are cooked at the restaurant and delivered here so that they're ready, fresh. But there's also things that can be cooked on site as well, more snacks and drinks and beverages. So it's really lovely to have them here. Kids love coming, ordering their food.
So one thing as a parent, what we try to do for Yara is expose her to as much as different kind of activities. So we put her in a swimming class here, and then one new thing that we are trying for her over here is the roller skating. Obviously at the beginning she was a bit nervous because this is the first time she's been doing it, but after a couple of weeks she got the hang of it and she actually enjoys that. The other nice thing that we found in this particular school is the eye engineering. This is the eye engineering class that they have, which I never thought that for a child like 4 years old would have an access or opportunity to. And she always comes home on Fridays, that's when the class is, with some kind of thing that they have made with papers and sticks and bottles, which I found very interesting because it's making them think deep about what they're doing. And obviously, when we were in Australia, she used to go to a ballet class there. She wanted to continue that because she loves dancing a lot. So she's also going to a ballet class. Now, you might be thinking, why are we overwhelming her with so many things? We're just giving her the option to try different things. And wherever we find that she likes it and she excels, that's where we're going to focus more attention on.
Hi, Jeremy. Nice to meet you. Tell us what your experience has been working in this school.
I mean, this school is totally different because the curriculum itself, it is New Zealand curriculum. The approach, holistic approach, and the kids do play-based learning and then project-based learning. It is very interesting. Here in the schools, the community, the sense of like family is very, very good, very tight. So this is what I feel, maybe because New Zealand or Maori culture, it's very much like family.
Yeah.
And our school is so small, so it is easy for us to know each other.
For parents who are thinking about moving to Jakarta, and they're looking for preschools or a school, why should they consider the New Zealand International School?
Yeah, what I would say is if you're looking for a small school that values relationships, personalized learning, and building a sense of community. If you're looking for a school that values holistic development, so that means not only academic skills, but their social skills, emotional skills, then I think this could be the right school for you.
Right.
If you're looking for a school that's much bigger, that has more, hundreds, thousands of students or much bigger facilities, then this might not be the best school.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a school that's a bit more rigid in its approach, more textbook driven, more worksheet driven, then this might not be the right school for you.
Yeah.
But if you do value those things that I mentioned, personalized learning, sense of community, building positive relationships, then this could be, I think, a real good school for your family and your children.
Hopefully after seeing this, like a lot of parents would come and contact you and have a look at the school and see what it's all about and make a decision for yourself. Thank you, Tim. Really appreciated you taking us around, and we'll see you around.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So that was it today at the New Zealand International School. What a wonderful experience. And we really like this school, and we're so happy that we put Yara in there. Yara loves it as well. And, I think the thing that makes it great is the people, right from the guards at the very beginning, greeting you when you come in, to the teachers who really look after the kids and take care of them, and to the principal, who was just absolutely amazing. He is very involved and sort of like, looks after the school really well.
So if you're someone who is looking to come to Indonesia and wants to know what the situation is like to put a child in school, this is most probably could be an option for you. Really big scope is being covered over here.
And we've done videos in the other countries that we've visited, in Thailand, in Malaysia, and Vietnam as well. So we'll link it for you in the description. If you do like this, give us a thumbs up and definitely do subscribe to our channel. Have a wonderful day and take care.
And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye-bye.